Hello, good evening. Hello, Omolola Rasak. I greet you. Long time, my people. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this short notice. I hope the audio is loud enough. Yeah, it should actually be loud enough. Hello, everybody. So, I've not been coming online for so long. Yeah, we have the lockdown continuing here in Germany, and I have little children. And I always tell you guys they are my priority first of all. So I need a lot of time to be with my children. So I don't have so much time to do live video, but I believe I'm stabilizing, and this week is going to be better. I should be more present in this coming week. So my people, in this week, so many things were going on, and I wanted to dabble into a lot of them. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, it's been a while. So I wanted to dabble into them. But this very one is very persistent. Actually, I first of all wanted to talk about it. The moment this Mr. Olarinwaju, that is popularly known as Babai Jaisha, confessed. So in that video, he was confessing. I think I will show you guys that video where he was begging. He was begging because when something comes online, you start to see it. You are trying to make up your mind what is actually going on, and then it continues to proceed, and then you begin to see how everything is going on, and that he started to beg and saying, please, Joe, Romilo, or something like that. So he was basically agreeing that, he has offended. So I think that was at the point I wanted to come in and talk about what was going on. And then, there was a lot of people who were doubting what happened, and a lot of people didn't wanted more proof, more proof, more proof, and then they brought another proof. And so this time around, they actually showed the video of the molestation complete. And one thing everybody kept saying, most people, not everybody, there was a lot of people kept saying he was set up. So I wanted to come into this conversation from that perspective, that he was set up, because this mindset that we have, that we always make excuses for perpetrators, is very, very wrong. How can something of this magnitude happen and your first line of thought is he was set up? And even after seeing that video, people were saying he was set up. So I want to show you the video where they were interviewing him and he was saying, hey Joe, he was basically begging.
Please. I know you are saying you are sorry, but I know you. Did I do anything to offend you? No. Why would you molest a 7-year-old? I'm saying almost 7 plus. If you are telling me pay is the devil, fine. But after everything,
so I'm sure you guys have seen this. Oh my god. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen this video, and he was begging. Begging means he already accepted that he has done something wrong. So I put this this is more like a clickbait, because a lot of people keep saying he was set up. I don't understand how people can look at something like this and agree that and see a setup there. What I see is somebody who is coming back to something, a terrain, an environment that he's used to. What I see is somebody that is doing what he used to do, because the way he went after the small girl, it was too quick. It was too quick. Like, if it's not something that he's doing before, in my own thinking, I will expect that like there will be some time lapse, there will be, but the way he went at it, it was so quick because like immediately the woman left, he was already looking around, he was already all over the place. So I'm looking at it that he had access to this woman and had access to this family, had access to that apartment. So it's like he knows his way around. And as a matter of fact, I won't even be mistaken if he was having a relationship with a woman, and from there he has access to the house and to the children. You understand me? So the way he went about it in that situation, it was just so fast. So what you can see is somebody that is doing something that he's used to doing. It's not as if something new to him. And so when they say it has happened before, I mean that video shows that it is something that he's doing before. And he is here saying, Ejo Motishe. Motishe means I'm sorry. I know what I did is bad. But there are still people who were defending him and saying he was set up. He was set up, he was set up. And one of those people that was defending him is this woman that is called a very notable Nollywood actress also, Buki, right? I will show you what she was saying. In fact, so this is so she is saying that she doesn't believe that he did something like this, that he behaves as if he's even impotent, that it doesn't even look like he has a girlfriend or something like that. This is a mother, a woman that is saying something like this, and she's basically saying he was set up, say that they locked him up with a woman. And like, for example, if you find yourself, let anybody, if you find yourself in a room with a young girl or who, even if it is a matured lady, are you just going to just go after the person immediately? It shows that what he's doing is something he is used to doing. And I put this video and say he was set up so that people will think about what they are defending. What are you actually defending when you say he was set up? What is the setup there? Like this woman, I don't know, she's an elderly woman. I don't know. So this kind of thing is not Ishoro. It's not Ishoro. It's not a problem. This is destruction of another people's life. It is not Ishoro. So before we are supporting something that is bad, something for this man to be doing this for the way he quickly went after this girl, you will see that it is not something new for him. It is actually nothing new for him. And it's not something you can explain away and say it's Ishoro. Like, Ishoro, I hope I'm right. The way I understand it, Ishoro is like he's having a problem. This is not a problem. This is a dangerous person for children. This is a dangerous person for women. This person is a safety concern. It is not something that you can explain away and say he was set up. Like this woman, she continued to say, "Ewa tisimo ninu yara," like they locked him in a room with a woman, and the friends set him up. Like, I'm so, like, of course everybody have their opinion, but I did not expect this woman to talk like this, because if you look at this video, by the time she did this video, I've not even seen this one that Punch released. And this video that I'm talking about, it's all over the internet. Punch released it, even though Princess is saying that she didn't authorize them to release that video. So basically, there's nothing like a setup there. This is somebody having access to the children and doing what he has already been doing. So, for example, maybe the girl has told the parents, look at what has happened, or maybe they found that, because I learned that they said they took her to a therapist or something, and that was how the thing came out. And so they needed evidence. So there are people who are saying other things, but what is there is maybe this little girl eventually told the mother or the guardian, look at what is happening to me. And or maybe she sensed that something was going on. But if Babi Jesha was innocent, if he was in that situation, how will he just quickly go after a young girl like that? And he wouldn't even let go. He couldn't contain himself. He will stand up. He will grab her. He will do like this. He will, what is it? What is it? Within a few minutes, everything will just blow all over the place. So, this thing that we always make excuses for people is bad. You don't know how long he has been doing this thing. This thing has been going on, and you don't know how many lives he has endangered. You don't know this. And this is why, whenever you are condoning this kind of behavior, you don't know the lives of people you are endangering. It is important that you acknowledge the harm that this person is doing, and that you recognize that this person is dangerous for minors, for children. You understand me? So that is basically what you should always bear in mind, instead of you to think about how to defend the offender. You understand me? You should be thinking about the safety and protection of those people who have become victim of his, and those people who might become victim in the future. This should be the way people are thinking. For example, there is this case that is also trending right now. A young lady went to look for a job in Akwa Ibom State. And do you know the perpetrator? He is just 20 years old, according to the news. And he attacked this lady and made her to lose her life, and buried the lady in his father's compound. And he's just 20 years. So if you go by the logic of this Madam Buki, right, you will see that he has been doing this thing, and they are covering it that is a family ishoro, like it's a problem you can control. Maybe the person need treatment, maybe the person need therapy, so you can go and be talking to him. Why is he doing something? Like, what happened to him? Maybe the person himself is a victim of abuse as a child. These are things you're supposed to address. But all these things that we continue to cover and cover. But I really have to give credit to all the Nollywood celebrities of Yoruba extraction who has come out to openly condemn this act. And of course, there are some who are defending him, or some who are saying he was set up, like this madam. But the vast majority have really stood up for what is right and what is condemnable. You understand me? Amen. Oh, amen. Oluwase, Oluwase. So this kind of behavior that people will just be talking and saying, "Ó bá ní ìṣòro, ó máa wá lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́." She's basically saying because he has a problem and the friend knows about the problem. This is not a problem. This is a dangerous human being. If you know that somebody has this pedophilia problem, as you say it, then you must make sure that everybody that knows this person knows that if their child is in the vicinity of this person, that the children are in danger. This will be a way to help. And if you know that he has the shoro, then you make sure that nobody leaves children. Everywhere he goes, it will be a common knowledge that this man cannot be left in the presence of children. Huh? So this kind of thing that we continue to excuse, we excuse bad behavior on the basis of ethnicity, on the basis of status, on the basis of friendship, on the basis of families. You know why? Because we think that by doing that we are doing something good, but instead we are causing more harm, causing more destruction. Because when you are covering something, the thing will be growing. Thank God for social media. Before, all this kind of a thing, we used to think that it doesn't happen in our place. We used to say, this thing now Igbo problem, this thing now wetin we dey see for television. But look at it now. Look at it now. Social media is there every day. Breeze don't blow, fowl nyash don't open. Everybody, they see wetin dey go on. Every day you continue to hear this kind of narrative, and it's very, very disappointing because of course he's a celebrity. He's somebody that everybody sees in their homes. I personally, I watch Yoruba movies, so I know him and actually like him. I actually like him, and that's how I know that his name is Olarewaju. I don't know his other name. So I like him in movies, and he's always in many movies, actually, this man. So we should not condone evil. That is just what I'm trying to say. There is no excuse, my people. I don't like. There's no so much thing to say. I don't know if you have listened to what this woman is saying. He's saying that wọ́n ti mọ́jú obìnrin. There's nothing like that. Even if you enter a room and you are the only one with a woman, does it mean that you should just jump up and start attack the person? What is this? There is no excuse for what he has done. Really, like when you see that video, if you were making any excuse, you should. Eh? So this is what she's doing, explaining away his.
Àwa ẹ̀dá ọmọ Ádámọ̀ la máa ń kánjú. Mo believe wípé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ìṣòro bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà náà àti lórí. Torí pé kì í ṣe wà ní o nígbàgbọ́ kí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ní nǹkan tó ń pè ní ọkùnrin. Mi ò nígbàgbọ́ pé ó ní ẹ̀yin náà wá wò wọ́n ní bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà wọ́n ló ṣe nǹkan yìí ní ọdún méje sẹ́yìn 7 years ago. Now ó wá padà wá ẹ wá set sí ẹ̀ 14 years to 7 years ago. Ẹ wá set sí ẹ̀. Ẹ wá ní wọ́n wá sẹ̀tì ẹ̀ wọ́n sẹ̀tì bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà wọ́n lókè wọ́n tì mọ́lé pẹ̀lú obìnrin àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn nítorí pé mo rí fídíò tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó post.
So she is saying that they set him up. How can you say this and you are a mother and you saw that video? Even if they timoju you with a woman, a full-grown woman, is that the way you are expecting the person to behave? Is he an animal or is he a normal human being? So if he has Ishoro, then he should be in a treatment center and remain there. He should not be released to the public. Yes. So there is no defense. And it's very, very shameful that a mother like this is the one that is defending her. Defending the man and saying, he don't believe. So this kind of mother now, these are the kind of mother that their parents, their children will be telling them something, they will never believe it. They will believe outsiders over their children if something happens to their children. I happen to have a group in Facebook where I belong as a woman. It's called FIN, Female in FIN, Female in Nigeria. It's a private group on Facebook. And there women are allowed to express their pains and whatever has happened to them. And that group is such an eye-opener because normally you see people who come and say things that happen to them, and they'll say hide my identity. But the unique thing about FIN, the Female in FIN group on Facebook, is that it gives the women the opportunity to be bold and own their story, own their trauma, and be bold to bring it out to the open so that people will know actually that something like this is happening. Because when they are saying hide my identity, you begin to think that it's not happening. So my first instinct when I hear a woman coming out to say something and say, look at what happened to me, my first instinct is to say, I believe you, my sister. I believe you, first of all, until proven otherwise, because it will take a lot of guts for somebody who have gone through this kind of trauma to come out, to open their mouth and say it. And most of the time, you see these things that happen when people are children, that they don't even have the capacity to process what has happened to them. Most times, they are coming up later when they are adults, when they are stronger. Sometimes it's like the memory just kind of goes away. And then at some point, they now everything just comes back when they are older, when they are stronger. So most times you see all these pedophilia cases coming up later, years later, but it doesn't negate the fact that it happened. This is what Nigerians need to understand, that there are things that happen to people when they are so young or when they are in a place that they are not even capable of expressing and articulating what has happened to them, talk less of coming out to say it and process it in a way that they are able to face the backlash that may come with it. But we can make it easy for the victims, so that we don't continue to doubt, because what brought about for them to release that video is people continue to doubt, people continue to doubt, people continue to doubt. And when you doubt and doubt and doubt, you want evidence, you want them to show. Some people even say they want to see the face, they want that one doesn't look like a 14. How do you think a 14-year-old looks? So we should not be putting doubt. We should encourage people and support them. And if you are a parent and if your child is telling you something, please, my people, don't look that there's anybody that is more holy. Don't think that there's anybody that is so highly placed that cannot do something like that. Look at even the son of Queen Eliza in London is being accused of belonging to this ring that they caught them, high profile people, what they are doing with children. Like the thing is a big thing. But even that, you can see highly placed people. This thing happened when that girl was a teenager, maybe like 16 or something. I've forgotten the name or and the age exactly of the one that the son of Queen Eliza. But these things happen all over the world, and Nigerians are no exception. So, but the difference is that Nigerians doubt. Nigerians don't believe the victims. Nigerians like to blame the victim. Nigerians like, to exonerate highly placed people, celebrities, pastors, brothers, whatever. But even boys are not exempted. If you hear the stories of boys, you too you will shake. A lot of boys have gone through all these things. So the bottom line is we must be careful who we are giving access to our children. That's one thing unique about the way European people bring their children up. Before, what will even give you access to their children? Before you can have access to a European person child, you will know that you have gone through the fire. Not anyhow, you just come and start having access to somebody's child. Not any, like whether it is school, even if they go to playground, they will be playing with their child. They don't even leave their child to go and get conversant with anybody and become friendly, because you don't know, children are so vulnerable. I would really like to encourage every one of us that we are here. First off, let us stop making excuses for offenders. This kind of thing that say that he has been set up is a no-no. Please, my people, whether he's set up or whether they set him up and he came into that situation and behaved like that, well, is evidence enough to show that this is a known terrain for him. This is what he does. So this is actually a good enough evidence. If somebody says he set him up because he knows maybe he has that problem, blah 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 blah, he put the child in danger, but the child lives in that house. It's not like they took the child to somewhere else. This is her home, this is where she lives, and he is the one that came from outside, and immediately he had the opportunity to be alone, he went on rampage. So nobody normal behaves like that. So this is a clear cut way a pedo will behave, and so there is no room for excuses. And number two, when somebody comes up, especially a minor, especially a child, my people, let us not doubt. Let us not doubt our children. Let us not doubt our children when they tell us something. Let us believe our children first, and let our children know that we believe them. Honestly, I wish I can, go to the high heavens and broadcast something and say, parents, listen to your children, believe your children. Let your children know that you believe them. Let them know it, that if I tell my mother this thing, he's not going to doubt me. He's not going to see the pastor. He's not going to see the celebrity. He's not going to see the governor. He's not going to see whoever it is higher and mightier and incorruptible. My parents will believe me. Please, this is the first instance. If your child knows that you will believe them, this is the first protection you can give to your child. If your child has that self-assurance that I can go to my parents, I can go to my daddy, I can go to my mommy, and they will believe me. If I tell them, look at what this highly placed person, look at what this uncle, look at what this auntie, look at what this pastor, look at that, their first reaction will be, I believe you. I believe you. Believe the person first of all. Let any other circumstances prove them otherwise. Let the evidence, let every other thing prove it otherwise. But give that child that confidence that you believe in them. If you can start by doing this and believing the story, and then you will see that these things will start to reduce. You will see that a child that is exposed to somebody like this, before you know it, the child will tell the parents. There are so many people, their child will come and tell them something, they will be beating the child. What are you beating the child for? And there are, even in this day and age, many people don't teach their children anything. You don't tell your children, nobody can touch you here, nobody can, you just leave them. And Nigeria, we are just so careless. You just go to church, you drop your children. They say this place is like this. You just drop the children, you go. You don't know who your neighbor is. You don't know anything. You will just say, I'm coming. Oh, you will leave the child there. You endanger your children up and down. You just give anybody access to your children. It is wrong. It is very, very wrong. And I believe that with all these things coming out, we should be able to understand that these things are not happening in isolation. It is everywhere. You just have to look. It is everywhere. It is in your room. It is in your neighborhood. It is in your family. It is in your everywhere. Everywhere. You understand me? Please, my people, let us stop making excuse for offenders. So I want to thank every one of you that have contributed and for staying with me. It's been a while. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. If you are new here, I welcome your subscription. And yeah, thank you so much, my people. I think I've said everything I want to say. And for those people who are defending this person, and those people who are also highly placed, who are defending this person, maybe they have something else that they want to tell us about their own personal lives and their own personal conduct. If this is something that they do, maybe they have to tell us, because this is an unacceptable behavior, and any right thinking person should see it as an unacceptable behavior. You understand me? So I want to say thank you to every one of you for staying with me, and I hope that I will be more current by the grace of God. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video about Nigerians that were rounded up in Ghana. In Ghana, I want to do that video and show you guys what our Nigerian brothers are going through, and especially our southeastern brothers. So yeah, stay tuned for that video, my people. And for now, happy Sunday, happy new month. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Support this channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a nice week. Bye for now.